Well, Lilly would certainly not keep a herd of guard boar, as if the stink weren't bad enough, the creature would obviously not be up to the task. Oh, and 3 additional of Sir Dyer's worst brings the ransom for the 7th wonder of the realms to exactly 2,173 gold and 8 silver, though that would certainly not pay for the guardian she would want. More thieves' tools. Despite the rusty raconteur's claims that they can fetch a good price from some of the less reputable traders, Lilly refuses to risk Inspector General Black or her assistant being caught with thieving aids just for a few measly coin. And what guardian would she want? An ethereal marauder. That's what Lilly would keep or guard to, say, a seasonal tower here in the realms. And not just one, but a pair. Of course, she'd have the usual wizard's watch of golems and the like, but a pair of ethereal marauders would be her showpieces. Guard creatures must be fierce, alert, and dependable. Intelligence is not highly desirable, and can even be a liability for a good guardian, which is why, despite popular belief, dragons do not make good and loyal guardians, Fll'Yissetat being a good example. An ethereal marauder resembles a bipedal lizard with a sinuous tail. Its most disturbing feature is its lack of a head. Instead, it has a gaping maw surrounded by 3 powerful mandibles and gleaming, jet-black teeth that line the inner mouth. 3 small eyes ring the maw and interspersed with the mandibles. They're aggressive predators that can move quickly from the ethereal plane to attack anything on the material plane. Adults can be as long as 7 feet and weigh as much as 200 pounds. Oh, and they can be found in a deep violet color, which would be Lilly's choice, of course. Only a very few have been caught. Few were trained, and none domesticated that Lilly knows of. Exceptional guards, but rare and expensive. Perfect. The cost?
Done and done.
50,000 gold for just one. And that doesn't even include the 5,000 for training or the 30,000 for a collar of material entrapment necessary to bar the creature from extra-dimensional travel while being handled. 170,000 for all, and she'd likely be the first one to actually own a pair, let alone one. Grin. She's sure that ethereal marauders would appreciate a diet of little halflings, probably savoring their little lips most of all. Rumbottom's secret wing and secret library, perhaps attached to a panic room of sorts. Bones is set to investigate. Sure enough, Lord Thoms Rumbottom, presumably the 4th, panicked in his secret bedchamber like a frightened weasel. Abandoned by his captain, his lackeys, and his mongrels. And as if the offense of wasting all that coin on mercenary companies, outfitters, animal handlers, and animal trainers alike wasn't enough, to Lilly's displeasure he's wearing orange with Tanith's Bane trim. Alright, here's Thoms Rumbottom. By what right do you enter my home? Did Ophala put you up to this? I demand to know. Yeah, of course you never even mentioned Ophala. Oh, but who else would put you up to this? Well, if she wants that portrait, she should send real fighting men to get it. Yeah, I think she needs to threaten him. Although, I think because he is nobility, and he obviously understands something of what's going on. Now then, there's no call for that kind of talk. I didn't mean to threaten you, just thought I'd try the old school discipline, eh? Yes. Obviously, Ophala means business. She sent capable muscle. Take what you want. I'm not the fighter I once was. Yeah, I'm not sure. She's kind of undecided about whether to spare his life or not. I don't think she likes the idea that she's been witnessed here. Try to put him at ease for now. Not like the old days. Just don't hurt me. The burglary has just become a robbery. The Rumbottom Robbery. Which is problematic to say the least. Lilly doesn't want to leave any witnesses, yet part of her wants to extend a kind of courtesy to the Lord, knowing he could prove more valuable alive than dead. Though it still remains to be seen whether he has the painting and what other spoils he might have secreted away here. She delays her decision. Alright, here's the portrait of Sir Reginald Rumbottom III. Strange markings on the back, largely illegible, but the name Ophala Cheldarstorn does appear to be among them. Ophala Cheldarstorn marked on the back. So perhaps another gift she wanted back? Another former lover? Lilly begins to imagine Ophala, Thoms, and Hodge lounging in the pool, at least privately now at the more sensibly laid Rumbottom estate. Seats available for only 4 despite the trio being alone.
Done and done.
Behind them, on the floor, propped up against an urn with candy, is a painting of his father, staring at them. How strange. No matter, as long as she pays well for the both of them. But what to do with Rumbottom? She'll not be taking any chances, nobility or not. Lilly turns around and wonders if this real fighting man has ever met a real fighting beast. Chances are he hasn't. The robbery has now become a murder, too, of someone important, that is. Lilly slowly strokes the executioner's head, cold and emotionless, as she stares at the last of the Rumbottom line, watching his outfit transform into a more fashionable blood red. On the way out to lighten the mood, Sharwyn offers her choice, not of a guardian creature, but of a pet. Bones raises an eager ear. A night songstress, more commonly known as a nightingale. The Blacklake bard wanting a songbird should come as no surprise. Needless to say, though, Bones is still disappointed. The nightingale is a small, plain brown bird that might fit in one's hands and has a reddish tail. Not only do they sing during the day, as most birds do, but at night as well. Lilly can appreciate birds, but not free to fly and land on her shoulder or top of her head, of all places. They'd have to be caged, which means someone would have to be hired to care for the birds and the cage, and she'd only want them to sing by request, so they'd have to be under a silent spell most of the time. What a bother just to hear a songbird at night. She'd much rather prefer Little Red, loyal, independent, yet docile, agreeable, eager to extol and to please her mistress. The Blacklake burglars, or rather, Rumbottom robbers, steal away into the night, off to the board laid bare to pawn off their ill-gotten goods. Had it not been for the murder of Thoms Rumbottom himself, Lilly would have called it a veritable success. Next time, she promises the rusty raconteur, if there is a next time, they'll at least bring black thieving masks. The rat cooked rare. Lilly almost forgot that it smells like it too, this late into the evening.
Oi, what can I get ya?
Alright, trading with the board laid bare bartender. While trading with the bartender, Lilly hears news of the Hodge heist. Rumor has it, peasants from no man's land jumped the barricade and raided the Hodge estate last night, seeking both food and shelter from the plague. They smashed down doors. They broke all the furniture. They jumped in all the beds with dirty boots. They even killed the cook. The only thing they left behind was a batch of terribly burnt muffins. The board-laid-bare barkeep is quick to remind the ladies that although he doesn't offer muffins, he does offer pork, their choice of hot, spiced, or mild, steak, or kidney pie for only a copper apiece, and that if they're in a rush, he can pack them in ice and leaves to take with them out the door. The lady doesn't care. On the way out, she can hear Little Red ask if he knows about hot bites, and if not, whether he'd consider adding them to the menu. She also caught some patrons discussing the return of the god Bane, the Lord of Darkness, on Midwinter night earlier this year. He was slain during the time of troubles, but apparently he burst forth from his own son, Xvim, who had acted like a cocoon for his father's divine essence until now. Lilly doesn't want to even imagine. Could it be possible that she's harboring her father's divine essence, at least what little remains, like some kind of mortal eggshell? Impossible. She hopes. Back at the Many-Starred Cloak arcane laboratory, the Rumbottom robbers are again too exhausted to speak much. Over by the desk near the summoning circle, Lilly notices some parchment under a book she hadn't noticed before. 2 scrolls. One for equal splendor and another for invisibility. She sits to study them immediately. Alright, so Lilly attaining, I think, 4th level now as a wizard. Yeah, which will grant her an additional ability score point. Obviously going to be putting that into intelligence. 6 skill points. I think we'll have leftover points that we'll spend probably next level up on non-class skills. So just maximizing spellcraft, lore, concentration, and I guess next time we'll be able to increase appraise and persuade. Alright, and 2 second level mage spells. Hadn't really thought about this. Boy. Of course, I think this is a good spell, but again, hoping she's not going to be put into those situations to even require defenses. At least yet. So, you know, I think we'll go with some more utilitarian spells. Invisibility. And, yeah, actually, I think this might even be better than the Charm Person. She needs to persuade somebody in a conversation. So I think she'll take that. Eagle Splendor and Invisibility. Alright. Alright, and Bones, obviously, attaining a new level as well. Alright, that's nice. 3 hit points this time. Yeah, so I think it's after 3rd level, and now it's random hit die roll out of 4. Okay.
Yes? Is there something you need?
Alright, Lilly wanted to speak with Sharwyn for a little while, hoping that she'll continue her story from before that she started telling at the mask. Oh. I'd prefer not to right now. We have more important things to do, I'm sure. Lilly's sweet songbird is apparently unwilling to share at the moment. Lilly wonders why. Maybe it's something she said, or has done, or has not done. She refuses to dwell on it. Whatever's ruffled her feathers is likely some childish complaint anyway. It will pass. It better. She calls on Bones, out of spite. And so, the Blacklake burglars have struck again. There's only a single piece of art remaining that Ophala wanted, a statuette of someone's mother. But it's in another section of the city entirely, the docks, and that will have to wait for another day.